Now that you have finished the last dupe mission and you killed yourself, you will spawn at the hospital. That means you will be very close to the police station, and that's okay because you need to get a cop car. Getting into a cop car gives you shotgun ammo, and we are going to use this ammo for the next mission. Now that you have a police car, you can either get one right after you respawn at the hospital, or you can pick up the mission if both of them are locked and none spawn on the street. And you can just pick a regular car, start this mission, which is called the pickup. After this, you have to look for a cop car if you don't have one yet. If you have a cop car, just head over to the marker. You will use the shotgun ammo that you gain when you steal the police car to kill the enemies, and then you will also need a submission. Because you did the insta-pass on the first segment using a cop car, you no longer have the vigilante submission, and we have to look for an ambulance or for a taxi. So head on to this alley, pick up the briefcase. This will be an unskippable cutscene, you just have to watch it. Once you gain the control of your character, just run behind this guy, switch to your shotgun, wait for them to line up. It's no biggie if you can't kill all three with one shot. Kill the other two, make sure you pick up the pistol, because you will need a pistol to kill this guy if you run out of shotgun ammo. Just run against the van and you'll be able to push it over. And now that you have killed all of those 5 guys, you need to get a taxi or an ambulance. You can find a taxi on the street, and it's okay if you get one, or you can go straight for the ambulance, because here is a fixed spot for an ambulance. If so happens to be just as in the video and you have a locked ambulance, just head over to the end of the mission, maybe you will find a taxi on the way, or just turn in the mission, complete it, and look for a taxi later on. If you can't do any of these, then maybe that's where your run dies. It's just a little bit of RNG involved in all of this. And now that you get the mission, get into the taxi, hold down the submission, the caps lock button as you can see, and pick up the next mission, which is Salvatore Called A meeting, or scam for sure. Now, you have to hold down caps lock for the entirety of this mission, which means you cannot let go of caps lock, your submission button, or your game will crash, and you don't want your game to crash. Once you start holding down the button, start the mission, and start playing through the mission, you just have to go from checkpoint to checkpoint. It's mostly just driving around. But remember, do not let go of the caps lock, and that is a mildly annoyance, because you will have the look back camera when you're on foot, and that's annoying. Just drive over to Joey, step into the marker, you will get another unskippable cutscene, and you will be in control of this limo. Be sure when you're driving not to run over any pedestrians or cops or anyone, because if you get a wanted level during this mission, you are unable to complete the checkpoint, because cops are looking for you and the game will not let you complete that. So remember, do not run over anyone, despawn traffic, just drive safe and efficient, and make sure to keep on not running anyone over. Basically, that's it. Once you get to the first marker, here is for the Luigi marker, you have to sound your horn. I do it with my right shift. You just do your own key bindings for the game, it's nothing set in stone. Just stand into the marker, sound your horn, and NPC will get into your car. Sorry. Now here, use the top-down camera to prevent pedestrians from spawning. Let go of acceleration, just navigate through this alleyway. Make sure you don't run anyone over. Go over the stairs just to save some time. You use the top-down camera to prevent pedestrians from spawning. If there are too many pedestrians on the stairs, you will run them over and possibly get a wanted level, and as I said before, you don't want that. Now, once all 3 of the NPCs are in your limo, the triad vans will keep coming for you. There are several strats that you can do here. One of them includes swerving to the left after you get rammed into the wall to trick the van into not cutting the corner close. Just practice and you'll find what's best for you. One strat here is to actually get the vans to push you uphill to give you some boost, but in the end all that matters is you don't blow up the limo and you just made it through this blockade. go towards the objective and park the limo into the garage. And this is it with the mission. Remember, all this time you have to keep on holding down caps lock. After you are done with this, start a rampage replay. Start the replay, let go of after you started the replay and picked up the rampage through the replay, let go of the caps lock button, and this is how you start a rampage replay, just as if you just got out of the taxi, but you were keeping it down this whole time. Now, during this mission, this timer is not really that important. You just use it for manipulating the on mission flag. You trick the game into thinking you are not in this mission later on. Make sure you keep on despawning the traffic with the camera trick and you don't lose time like I did here. This is an example of what can happen if you don't despawn traffic. Make your way towards the objective. Park as far out from the objective as you can to lower the distance that Maria has to travel. Keep this dialogue by pressing W, as you can see. And now you have to go and make another replay. You are still in a rampage technically, so you will not be able to pick up any other rampages. That's why we are going to make our replay now. This is the secondary location for the rocket replay. What the fuck is that? The rocket rampage. Right about here, you get out, you set up the replay, you get back into the limo and complete your objective. It's pretty simple. You don't have to make it in time. There's no requirement for that. Also, don't do that, don't be stupid. You don't have to make it in time, there's no time requirement, there's no time constraint, there's not anything of that. You just use the first replay after holding down caps lock for an entire mission, just to trick the game to think that you're not on a mission, so you could start this rampage. You can get rid of the passenger side door just to get Maria to get back into the car faster, and now all you have to do is wait. After this cinematic, which is unskippable by the way, is played out, you have to hit F3 and F1 fast to pick up the rampage. If you don't do it fast, the characters get blocked into the club and they won't be able to get out. And there's just time losses. Now count to 8 people, you have to count 8 people coming out, and then there's Maria coming out of the club. You have to pick her up and make your way to the objective, which is Sal's house up in the hills. But this time you actually have to beat the timer. The time is very, very, very important because you're going to use this timer to dupe another mission. Yes, a lot of time constraints on Portland. By the way, if you see cop cars following you, just drive on the sidewalk and just zigzag between the lampposts, and they will hopefully crash into them and they will leave you alone. Maybe you can even trick them on pushing you uphill. That's a really good thing to do. Just having the cops giving you little nudges to help you get up faster is always a good thing to do. Now, once you make your way into the garage, you have to skip the cutscene with space and W. Just make sure you skip it very, very fast. And after all of this, you will be stuck in this little animation.